Tap is a word unknown to some BJJ athletes.
Kate's got excellent heel hook defense.
This is the finish that he wanted, but
Oh, look at that knee. It's like watching surgery. This is terrifying.
I'm cringing watching this.
How is he not tapped?
Such as the Miyao brothers. Even though there are 3 outcomes from a submission: escape,
Guard of Tommy.
tap out,
So far, Ferguson.
or get injured, they would rather break a bone, tear a ligament, or become unconscious than let an opponent get one over them. As easy as it is to tap out, there are so many consequences that could result from this decision, such as an L in your record against someone you don't want to lose to, or fighters losing an opportunity to write their name in history as champions. This brings us to an important question. Should BJJ fighters always tap? Either way, is it worth going out with your shield? Or fighters causing long serious damage to their bodies? Let's find out.
If you want to get some gear that makes you look better while you're doing the sport, make sure to go to xmartial.com.
They have high quality gear. X Martial has been doing a lot of great things for the jiu-jitsu community, giving out $10,000 worth of gear, and sponsoring over 300 athletes. So if you're trying to expand your jiu-jitsu wardrobe,
you can check out their website and they're gonna have a whole variety of fun plus super comfortable apparel for the street or for your training sessions in kickboxing, Muay Thai, Jiu-Jitsu to set you up.
The reluctance to surrender has been known throughout the ages. From Sparta's no retreat,
Spartans never retreat.
no surrender rule to gladiators fighting to the death.
In a draw with all you.
And even to this day, fighters would rather have their arm removed
His arm just popped.
than to tap to an armbar.
Oh, he thought about it. He thought about it. Oh my God!
Huge trouble.
He's out. Oh my God! He's out.
The need not to give another the satisfaction of control or submission over you is alarming. So why is this so? Number 1, mental toughness. BJJ is a sport of endurance, and this is built over time from rigorous training sessions, fatigue in training, and even overcoming injuries sustained either during a fight or in training. So, naturally, BJJ fighters develop a tough and resilient mind going into fights. This could be disastrous, as you could see the submission attempt by your opponent as just another obstacle in your way to a win, and your mental fortitude tells you to look for ways out of it no matter the cost your body pays for it. A prime example of a fighter whose mental fortitude gets the better of him in submissions is Tony Ferguson, a BJJ black belt under Eddie Bravo. This UFC veteran has never tapped to a submission.
There's the tap. Tony Ferguson.
He prefers his ligaments in his arm or leg to be torn,
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
or for him to be unconscious in the octagon before he dares to raise his hand to tap. Sometimes, these fighters can be too tough for their own good and may see tapping as a sign of weakness or surrender. And some fighters prefer to endure the pain rather than admit defeat. Number 2, competitive spirit. You cannot win the ADCC or IBJJF championship without a high level of competitiveness. Many fighters have a strong competitive spirit and refuse to give up easily. But the level of competition should be a factor in whether you are tapping easily or if you are going to find a way out of that submission. If a fighter is in the first round of the ADCC competition, the greatest BJJ coach, John Danaher, is of the opinion that you should definitely tap. Hear his reason.
So what's your view on when to tap and when not to tap in competition?
First off, in training, you should be tapping because you're not getting paid to fight in the gym. You're getting paid to fight on stage. In competition, things are a little different. We also have to specify what is the situation. Okay, if you're in the first round of ADCC, you get caught, I would always expect my students to tap, because if you get your leg broken or your arm broken in the first round, you still got 3 more matches before you get to the final.
So, if the BJJ fighter fails to tap and gets their arm or leg broken, they obviously won't be able to compete in the next round. For John, the only clause that should make you detest wanting to tap is if you are in the finals and you are ahead on points in the scorecard. Then it is worth the risk. Still, he leaves that decision to his student.
Now, things change when you get into a final. If you're in a final and you're ahead on points and you're willing to, most people at that point are going to be willing to let something break in order to win a gold medal. At that point, I leave it up to the student.
We can see that level of competitiveness when Ronaldo Jacare Sousa faced Roger Gracie in the 2004 World IBJJF Absolute Division Final. Jacare was ahead in points when he was caught in an armbar. He didn't tap, his arm got broken, but he still tried to shrug it off and run down time till the final bell. Number 3, pride and ego.
Yeah, that looks like that thing is out.
Man, I am cringing. I am cringing.
Pride is one of the major reasons BJJ fighters decide not to tap. Admitting defeat by tapping out can be a blow to their ego, and some fighters would rather risk injury than face that emotional challenge. Brown belt Sambo specialist Gantemur Bayandura went against 5 times IBJJF and 1 champion Mikey Musumeci in a grappling match and decided he won't tap to a Mikey lock.
Mikey lock. That's the Mikey lock.
Right
The
there.
transition attack of the knee.
Right there. See, that's one of the things.
Even when he wasn't winning. Why? Gantemur embodies his descendant bravery. True and true, the Mongolians.
I can't believe he's still in there, but he's tough, man. He's doing a good job, like you said.
They are known to be fierce warriors, and Gantemur wanted to replicate that on the mat.
Left to go. Can Bayandura defend this rear naked choke and send this to a decision?
Even after tearing his ACL, MCL, and meniscus. Also, the Cold War between Sambo and BJJ played a factor in Gantemur's ego. Gantemur has shown zero regret for not tapping to Mikey's submission. He embraces it and even wants a rematch in either grappling or MMA. There is a balance in tapping to submission that must be adhered to. If not, fighters will tap so easily because it is the right thing to do, but it will reduce their dodginess and confidence. Every BJJ fighter has experienced a submission attempt by their opponent. It is very important for fighters to think technically, not emotionally, about how deep the submission is and if they can pull out of it. If it is too deep, and it is most likely to get them injured, it is much better to tap. Even though their egos will be bruised, their limbs will be intact. Some fighters are gifted in some specific submission, and it is only wise not to try getting out of their submission.
Cowboy hat would it be?
Hold of the other arm. We're just waiting for the tap.
Like Gordon Ryan on a rear naked choke,
Single arm against the submission.
Mikey Musumeci on leg lock,
If this ends up getting too deep, the referee could end up calling it.
and Mika Galvao on our arm bars.
Beautiful flying armbar attempt by Mika Galvao. Gets the arm, and he's got it.
Also, there are some scenarios that are a no-brainer to tap. Scenarios where the fighters are in strangulation or getting choked. There is no reason why you should not tap to a rear naked choke when it is fully locked in.
Dream on! Alandria Brown!
The only reason you should still fight back is if the choke is not completely locked in.
That's tough. You know, I don't think Tony Johnson's arm can fit under anyone.
Once the arms have been locked in, it is only a matter of seconds before you go to sleep. Still, some fighters prefer sleeping on the mat. Rather than their beds. Sometimes, fighters may misjudge the severity of the submission or believe they can tough it out until the round ends, as they have done in training, not realizing the potential consequences of injury that may affect their career. BJJ fighters should thread safely on the line of when to tap so as not to occur injuries, but at the same time build confidence. What is your ideal scenario for BJJ fighters to tap?
Rear naked choke, and now it's fully under the chin, Steve. This could be it. But Chidama's doing the right thing. He's got the chin down, but Gafrov's going palm to palm.
Let me know your thoughts. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching.